Who knew a horror movie about walking could be so damn depressing? Based on the first novel Stephen King ever wrote, published under his pseudonym Richard Bachman, The Long Walk is set in a dystopian society where an annual competition known as The Long Walk places a group of young men in a contest where they must walk or die. There is one winner and no finish line, as the walkers must maintain a speed of at least 3 miles per hour and are issued 3 warnings before they are eliminated and shot by soldiers. And the winner will be granted one wish and a lifetime of riches. With a screenplay by J.T. Molnar and directed by Francis Lawrence, who did a few of the Hunger Games movies, Cooper Hoffman, David Johnson, Judy Greer, and Mark Hamill are some of the actors that appear in the film. I'm not going to talk major spoilers about The Long Walk, like who wins, but you kind of have an idea where the story is going based on the premise, and man, is this film a downer. I didn't see any promo for this movie and only knew it was coming out when I saw a trailer for it in theaters. I was interested in the plot and made a mental note to add the movie to a list of films I wanted to see in September. So I went opening weekend because AMC was giving out bonus perks points and I didn't have too many expectations going in, but I didn't realize how heavy this would be. Like I mentioned, a group of men, 50 to be exact, from 50 states in the country gather at a starting line and prepare to walk to the death, basically. We get a little sense of who the boys are before the walk starts as they begin to introduce themselves to one another. And then the major, who oversees the walk, assigns numbers to the boys, lays out the rules, and then the walk starts. Now, the long walk is a slow burn, bleak story. To put it simply, it's just walking and talking. These boys are on this designated path, and they literally just have to walk until one is left. And when the story started going, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a little boring because it's this central location on this path that the guys are on, and that's it. There's a few changes of scenery as the boys are traveling on the path, but cinematically, it's nothing exciting. And it was difficult to understand them. I never needed subtitles more. I don't know if it was due to them walking and talking or their accents, but I think I missed a bit of dialogue because I couldn't understand what they were saying. I was curious, though, to see how variant elements would affect the walk, like rain or nightfall, and that was shown in the movie, and what would happen if the boys had to go to the bathroom. And unfortunately, that was shown as well. But I guess the most compelling thing viewers would connect with is the conversations had between the boys during the walk and the short-lived bonds they would form. I hate to sound heartless, but it was a bit frustrating that the boys kept helping each other if someone was struggling because that was just prolonging the inevitable. I don't think they needed to be mean to one another, but I guess if they didn't lend a hand, then the movie would be over a lot sooner. Now, to the performances, I did not recognize Mark Hamill. I didn't do any additional digging on this movie outside of seeing the trailer when I did, so I didn't really know who was in it. After the fact, it dawned on me who Mark Hamill was playing, and I was gagged. I don't know if it was the glasses he had on or the hat he was wearing in the film that made him unrecognizable, but he played that villain role so well because I was appalled at his audacity. And also to the other actors, kudos to them for all that walking during their screen time. Cooper Hoffman, who plays Ray Garrity, said they walked like 15 miles a day during 100-degree heat while shooting. And I love to walk, but sheesh, that's a lot. And because the camera is constantly on them walking, no one could drop the ball. So that was pretty impressive. With the theme of the movie, it's important to keep in mind that it gets pretty violent and the long walk doesn't shy away from any gore. I had to look away at some parts, and the bleakness of this movie just gets gradually deeper. The fewer walkers allowed audience members to narrow in on the final ones, and since you spent more time with them, you cared about them more. The last couple of eliminations had me tearing up, and when I walked out the theater, I could literally feel a tightness in my chest. My heart was so heavy. The Long Walk was a compelling story about purpose, forgiveness, and brotherhood, but I recommend going in mentally preparing yourself for a draining and depressing tale. The Long Walk is now playing in theaters.